This is our tack room. This is where we're going to store food and equipment, and it's a door we can keep closed so that the animals can't get in and everything in there stays safe. But what happened with our barn is that a while back when we had some bad storms, a tree fell and hit the roof, and I believe punctured a hole in the roof above the tack room, and it's gone unrepaired, and lots of rainwater has come through and it has completely ruined the tack room. It's in very bad shape with lots of mold, and so it's pretty bad. You want to see it? So apparently our electricity is out here at the barn. There must be a split in the wire. We have no power. So we're going to have to hire somebody to come and do the repairs and change out the wiring to make sure we have power restored. This stall here is very wet. Apparently every time it rains, the rainwater comes in and just stands still here on the floor of this stall. So it's ruined the floor, and we need to figure out a way to redirect the water, maybe put in a drain and figure out some way of routing the water around the barn so it doesn't come in here. And also the stall right next to this one is equally as bad off. So there are two stalls that we can't use because they're flooded. This stall here is one that we've been using for storage. We keep a lot of dog care related supplies in here, cages and so forth, and there's just a lot of stuff because every time people donate items, we're very grateful but don't always have the room at the house, so we've been storing them here in the stall, and we really need to clear this stuff to use it for the animals, so we're going to have to move it to another building. This red trailer here that we have was donated to us by Martha and David Timms several years back. They had decided that they really weren't using it anymore and decided to donate it to our nonprofit. So we have been using it, and it's time to move it out of the barn and into another building to get it out of the way, which we will also do with this trailer. This is where we store all of our dog food. We get our dog food from PetSmart. When PetSmart receives a bag that's already torn or has a hole poked in it and they're not able to sell it, they set those bags aside so that rescue organizations can come in and pick up their portion of free food. So this is our free dog food, which is really nice that we're able to get this free food. Hello. If you have a look behind me here, you can see that we have this structure, which used to be used for hay storage, and it sat for a long time and wasn't really usable, so we cleared everything that was in there out, and now we're going to be able to move our trailers and a lot of our supplies from the barn up into this building and get everything that's in the barn out of the way. So because we had to take down a big portion of fence here to do this work, we're going to have to purchase a farm gate, a nice big long farm gate, and put it in. Also, if you see over there this giant mound of wooden pallets that have been broken up and old hay that's unusable, we're going to have to figure out how to either dispose of this or burn it. and basically do a lot of cleanup. This is a really nice smaller barn. It's got 2 stalls. The fan is out of commission. We are going to have to replace it. It's pretty sad. It's all slumped over up there. And the roof here is very rusted. It's an older roof and it's got some holes. Whenever it rains, we have leaks in the roof, so we're going to need to repair that. If you have a look down the hill, we've got another small barn, and beside that is the chicken coop. They both need to be renovated. The barn has rotten wood throughout, and it has deteriorated, so it needs to be replaced. And the ground in the barn there remains wet because every time it rains down the hill, the water kind of stagnates, and we'll need to find a way to open it up and get the water to flow through. This is what's left of a baby tree. We hired a company to come out and bush hog the pastures here because they were completely overgrown and wild. So we got the area cleared out, but the bush hog left behind all of these tiny remains of trees that are still pretty stuck there in the ground. So we're going to need volunteers to come and dig these out so we don't have these poking up out of the ground and keep it safer for the animals. Whenever a pig is happy or excited, the hair on the back of their neck stands up.